folks, there was a report per Jeff Darlington of ESPN where he said that, according to his sources, it is likely that the Buccaneers will go ahead with Kyle Trask as their Week 1 starting quarterback for this upcoming season. Jeff Darlington then added on to his report by saying that he thinks that Jason Light believes that Kyle Trask is the best starting quarterback in the NFC South right now. And this report has certainly got a lot of people talking for good and for bad reasons. And there's a lot to discuss with this report. First things first is I'm not going to say that Jeff Darlington isn't a credible reporter or that his sources are not legitimate and that they are not feeding him this information. But I will also say that despite this report, it is still very, very early in the offseason. In fact, the offseason hasn't even necessarily begun for a majority of the teams around the league. You still have so many things to go through. Re-signing your own players, going through free agency, going through the NFL draft, even the possibility of making trades. You can acquire players in so many different types of ways. And right now, as it stands, Kyle Trask is the only quarterback on the team's roster. Now, is there some credence to this report? Is there some chance that Kyle Trask could be the team's Week 1 starter? Absolutely. I'm not disputing that fact at all. But I think it is a little too premature to say that it is just a set-in-stone thing, that Kyle Trask is going to be the team's, or likely to be the team's, Week 1 starter, when there are so many different types of moves that can happen or are even expected to happen. Moves like the Buccaneers bringing in a veteran quarterback, like a Baker Mayfield or Jacoby Brissett, or whoever you want to say, to compete for that starting role with Kyle Trask. You've also got to consider the idea of drafting a quarterback as well. Names such as Anthony Richardson, Hendon Hooker have all been linked to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in mock drafts already. So there are and are going to continue to be a lot of quarterbacks that are going to be linked to the Buccaneers. And you've got to imagine the team is going to sign at least one or two of them, or bring in at least one or two quarterbacks, period, because they have to. They have to have quarterbacks on this roster for training camp, for preseason, and the regular season as well. So, again, am I saying that Kyle Trask being the Week 1 starter is a bad thing? No. I think that Kyle Trask still does deserve a legitimate chance to be the number 1 quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I do believe he will get that chance. Am I saying that Jeff Darlington is a not credible reporter and that his sources aren't legitimate? No, I'm not saying that at all. But this could be a smokescreen for something. This could be a lot of different things as to why they want to get that information out there. And I don't doubt the Buccaneers' confidence in Kyle Trask, and I don't blame them for having confidence in Kyle Trask. I just think that seeing a report like this it just feels too early. It feels too early to see a report like this by saying Kyle Trask is going to be the Week 1 starting quarterback when there's still a lot of things that can and probably will happen in terms of bringing in legitimate competition for that number 1 quarterback job. But what do you guys think? Do you think Kyle Trask will be the number 1 quarterback? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.